So good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to PPS Lab Sessions. Previously, we were working on normal arrays. So we had gone through number of programs related to array. A simple array, get some value, store it, print it, then get some value, store it, and make some calculations based on those elements. Finding even or odd, finding maximum or average or geometric harmonic means and all. After that, we had performed this 36th program where we had gone for sorting processes. So we were having an array and we sort that array using bubble sort method, selection sort method, as well as insertion sort method. So that was your 36th program. Now today we want to work with strings. So this is a set of programs that we are about to go through today. We need to complete it today. Those are very simple and short programs. So starting from 37 up to 41 is what I plan to cover in this lab session. So let's go through these programs one by one. Let's discuss those programs. What we need to do here. And maybe some of those programs I'm going to perform. So you'll be having the idea of what exactly and how exactly you are going to perform it. Starting with the first one, 37th program, it says write a program to find a character from given string. So it's nothing but a searching process, right? And if we say string is nothing but the array. It's a character array, right? String is nothing but a character array. Then it is this program is nothing but searching process, searching an element within your array. Well, we have seen a linear search program already in the lecture session. So let us see how this will work, right? So it says find a character from given string. And if we jump to the program, linear search program that we had done in lecture, then it is going to be the very similar. Just instead of integer array, here you need to have character array, okay? And one character to search. So then you are going to ask user to enter the entire string. Okay, so instead of going for one by one element here, we need to go for entire string in a single shot. Guys, just a minute. Yeah, sorry for keep you waiting. Let's continue. Yeah, so instead of taking one by one elements, what we can do is we can scan entire string. Maybe you can use get s or you can use scanf, right? %s. So you scan your entire string. Then in the next step, you ask user to enter a character, single character, which you want to search. So एक बार आपके पास पूरी string और एक character आ जाए, then you have to go for the searching process, linear search process. So you'll run a loop I equals to 0, and instead of I less than 5, यहाँ पे आपको क्या करना होगा? You need to go up to the end of your string. So what you'll do is string of I not equals to null. That will be your condition. And then I plus plus. And you are going to compare your string of I with the given character. User ने जो character दिया उसके साथ आप simple compare करोगे. If it is equal, you break it. Otherwise, you don't. You can also go for flag here. आप एक flag लेके भी flag set कर सकते हो. Or you can directly go for this way. Agar means here you need to use a flag instead of just comparing loop control variable I. Because earlier it was fixed in integer array, it was fixed that we were having 5 elements. लेकिन string में compulsorily 5 element नहीं होंगे. You can have string of length 5, length 3, length 10. So length of the string may differ. So in that case, you can use flag here. Otherwise, आपको length find करनी होगी. So I hope you all remember what is a flag. If you found any, if you found your character, you set your flag, and at the end, based on the flag value, you say, well, character found or not found. Okay. So that's the very simple process, searching an element. So I leave this 37th program up to you. You can do it by yourself. एक एक करके character compare करने हैं. If you found it, found message. If you are done with your string and still not found, that not found message. Now 38th program will also depend on the 37th. It says replace a character in given string. तो आप replace कब कर पाओगे? एक बार आप उसको search करोगे तभी. So you have to find a character and then you have to replace that character. It's only the assignment, right? अगर str of I, string of I में आपको वो character मिलता है तो string of I को आप update कर दोगे नए character से. That's it. str of I equals to new char. So नया character वहाँ पे assign कर दो. That's very simple. So 38th program also you can go and you can complete it. It's very much simple. आप पूरा 37th program copy paste करो and एक extra line लिख दो वहाँ पे, then you are done. Fine. So that's the 38th program. Now, what if you want to find how many occurrences are there, or if you want to replace all the occurrences, then you need to think around, and instead of breaking your loop, वो loop आपको last तक चलानी होगी. So let us see that thing in the 39th program. So if you can find it, you can replace it or you can delete it. But when you go for deleting process, you need to think somewhat extra, right? So let me show you this 39th program, how you can do it. But before we go and directly write a code, we have to understand what happens when we perform this operation on a string. And to make you aware of that, let's go through one understanding part here. Okay, what is string, how string is stored, how can we access the entire string and all, so that we can delete a particular character and all, right? So what we do is we call a word or a set of words or something, a set of characters, we call it a string. We unquote it in a double quotation sign. So let's say university is a string, and what you do is you want to store this string in a variable. Now to do that, what you do is inside your program you take one character variable, let's call it str, and to be at a safer side you may declare your variable of 20 character size, right? And somewhere in your program, when you scan that value, scanf %s, and you are going to pass string variable only. Remember, we do not have ampersand sign here because string name itself is an address. So this is how you take that variable value, string value from user, and if user enters university, then inside your memory, actually you are going to have character array, right? It is going to be the character array. Now, as long as it is the array, it is going to be the continuous memory allocation. So there is going to be 20 elements, 1 byte each, क्योंकि एक character को 1 byte चाहिए, and this is the index values, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Up to 19. Sorry, not the value, index 19. 0 to 19 will be the your string array. Now when user gives university, okay, what you'll do, what actually your program will do is it is going to store those characters inside these elements. Right? And at the end, it is going to store null character here. Okay? At the end of the string, it is going to store null character, and all the remaining will be the null characters. Fine. So this is how your string is stored inside the memory. Now what we need to do is we will ask our user, so enter a character that you want to delete. So what you'll do is you'll have one more character inside a declaration, let's say ch, and somewhere what you do is inside your program you are going to ask user to enter that character. Scanf %c ampersand ch. You take that variable or you take that character from the user. Now let us assume that user has given v to be deleted. Okay. Then what happens is, what we need to do is, when we say we have university, and if you say that you are going to delete character v, if you delete that character v, then your resulting string will become something like uni. Now v is deleted, so we'll directly have ERSITY. Okay, this will be the resulting word. Now focus here. U and I is as it is. Then you have deleted one character. So all the characters which is there in your string after the deleting character are going to be shifted one place left side. Okay, and if you look at here inside your memory, if you delete your character v, then you cannot keep this third index value, means third element value, to be something garbage or null. When you delete one character from a string, what you need to do is, to have a continuity in your entire string, you have to shift all these characters one step left. Right? Now, अब कब कैसे आप कर सकते हो? So what you have to do is, जहाँ से भी आप डिलीट कर रहे हो उसके बाद जितने भी कैरेक्टर्स हैं, राइट, अगर आपने थर्ड प्लेस से डिलीट किया तो स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम फोर्थ प्लेस अप टू लास्ट हर एक कैरेक्टर को आप एक एक स्टेप लेफ्ट साइड लाओगे. Right? So iteratively, we have to shift all those characters one step left side. अब आप stop कब करोगे? Now you'll say that when you have null character, okay, when there is a null character inside your string, you are going to stop it. You are going to stop that place. अब null character जैसे ही आपको मिला, आपने stop कर दिया, तो null character shift तो नहीं हुआ. So वन स्टेप बैक आपको नल एक्सप्लिसिटली असाइन करना होगा इनसाइड योर स्ट्रिंग. अगर आप नहीं करोगे तो लास्ट कैरेक्टर आपको 2 बार दिखेगा. ओके, वेल, सो दैट्स द प्रोसेस. सो व्हाट वी डू is we take one string from user, then we take one character from user, and then we are first going to find that character. तो ये हो गया आपका 37th प्रोग्राम. अब फाइंड करने के बाद अगर आप उसको रिप्लेस करते हो तो 38th प्रोग्राम, और अगर आप डिलीट करते हो तो 39th प्रोग्राम. अब डिलीट करते वक्त आपको थोड़ी एक्स्ट्रा प्रोसेस करनी है. यू हैव टू शिफ्ट all the characters. So now what we'll do is we'll jump back to the program and let's try it out. Let us try this 39th program here. So we'll start with the very basic part, hash include stdio.h, then int main, and inside that, first of all, we are going to have one string of, let's say, to be at a safer side, let's have 20 characters and one ch variable. Now I know that I'm going to use looping structures here, so I'll take I as a loop control variable, j as another loop control variable. Later on you'll come to know that we will require 2 loops. Okay, so let's take a string from user first. So printf just a message for user, please enter a string, and we'll scan that string inside one variable, so %s and str. Then we'll ask user to enter a character to be deleted. So printf, please enter a character to be deleted, and then we scan that character also. So scanf %c %ch. Okay, now I know that it is going to make some problems, so explicitly I'm going to take one space here just to just to prevent the problem of buffer reading. Yeah, so we have our string, we have our character to be deleted. Now let's delete that character from the string. अगर delete करना है तो पहले उसको search करना पड़ेगा. So we'll go for the linear search for I equals to 0. str of I जब तक आपकी string खत्म नहीं हो जाती, so not equals to null character, I'm going to run this loop I plus plus. Okay, and inside this loop I'm going to compare whether that character is there or not. So str of I is double equals to given character ch. User ने जो character दिया वो character हमें मिलता है या नहीं, we are going to search it. Now अगर वो मिल जाए आपको, then you actually have to delete it. उसको delete करना मतलब उसके बाद जितने भी characters हैं उसको आगे की position पे लेके आना है. So we are going to repeat that process, and repeat करना है तो एक और for loop चाहिए. Now we are going to start that for loop from I plus 1. As you all know, ith place पे आपको वो character मिला है, तो आप next place से start करोगे. कहाँ तक जाओगे? जब तक आपकी string खत्म नहीं हो जाती. So str of j not equals to null. जब तक आपकी string खत्म नहीं हो जाती, j plus plus. Okay, so you are going to repeat that process. अब repeat क्या करना है? jth place पे जो भी element है, so str of j जो भी है उसको एक left side मुझे shift करना है. So I'm going to assign that thing into j minus 1. Left side assign कर दो. jth character को j minus 1 character में assign कर दो. So what you've done here, starting from I plus 1 position up to the end, आपने सारे characters एक एक place left side हटा दिए. Then as I was saying, last में आपको j minus 1 place पे null character डालना होगा, otherwise last character double हो जाएगा. So once we complete this for loop, हम क्या करेंगे? j minus 1th place पे null character डाल देंगे. Now this is the code. Linearly you go and search your character. अगर वो character मिलता है, then what you'll do, is you will shift all the remaining characters to the left side. One place left. And at the end, you are going to append it with null character here. Now, एक character जैसे ही आपको मिलता है, you do this process, and if you break this loop, okay, if you break this loop, sorry, not here, inside this if condition, अगर if के अंदर आप break कर देते हो, then it is going to delete only one character, the first occurrence of the given character. Let's verify it. So once we are done with this entire process, let us print our string at the end. So printf, and the string is %s/n at the end just, and let me print str here. Yeah. So we have taken a string, we have taken a character, we searched that character linearly, and when we found that character, we are going to shift all remaining characters to the left side, and we break our process. So it will delete one character, the first occurrence. सबसे पहले जो मिलेगा उसे वो delete करेगा. And then we print our string. So let's save this code and let's try it out once. So it says enter a string. Let me give university itself. University, and press enter. Then it is asking me to enter a character. Let me give V and press enter. So as you can see now, the resulting string doesn't contain V in that. Yeah. So V has been deleted. But let us confirm that it is only deleting the first occurrence. So if I run this code one more time, give the same string university, okay, and if I give character to be deleted is I, if I want to delete I and press enter, then as you can see, it has deleted the first occurrence of I here, U and I, that I is deleted. But the second occurrence of I is still there, and it is only because we break our process. जैसे ही हमें पहला occurrence मिला, हमने वो process को break कर दिया. Now, if you do not break this thing, so let me comment it out and again run this code and give university as a string and I as a deleted character. तो अब आप देखोगे कि ये what it has done is it has deleted I from all the occurrences of I from the given string. अगर आप वो process break नहीं करोगे तो वो last तक चलेगा और उसे जितने भी I मिलेंगे सारे I को delete कर देगा वो. Right? So both the occurrences of I has been deleted from the given string. And that's your 39th program. Okay? So hopefully there is no doubt. Still, if you have any doubt, let me go through your chat. If you have any doubt, you can post very quickly. Any query till now? Okay. So what we'll do is we'll go through the next two programs. By that time, just post your enrollment number in the chat box so that your attendance will be recorded simultaneously. Okay. Very quickly, post your enrollment number in the chat box. Yeah, so that was the 39th program. 40th program is reversing a string. Well, we have done this process in lecture. So let me show you that program directly. Reversing a string. So if we go back to coding environment, and if we open the file, strings.c file that we had gone through in the lecture part, then at that time we had performed number of operations on the string. We had done it manually, and we had also used inbuilt functions. So to reverse a string, there is inbuilt function also, strrev. But as a part of your practical list, what I want you to do is you have to do it by yourself. And this is what the example of that. Yeah. So string reverse, we had done that thing in the lecture. So अगर आपको reverse करना है तो आप क्या करते हो? Last character को first character पे लाते हो, right? So to do that, we need first position as well as last position. Now first position is always going to be the 0 index, but last position will depend on the length of your string. So for that, सबसे पहले आपको एक length find करना है. So we run a loop and we find the length. जब null character मिल जाए, you stop it. That will be your length. So your starting position will be 0 and ending position will be the position of null character -1. That will be your last character. So we took I and J here. I is pointing to the first place. J is pointing to the last place. अब I को हम increase करते जाएंगे I plus plus and will decrease J. So J minus minus. And if both those pointers are pointing to particular character, अगर हम वो दोनों character को swap कर दें तो हम अपनी string reverse कर सकते हैं. So inside this for loop, we are going to swap those two characters. ith character and jth character को आप swap करोगे. Now ये process कब तक चलेगा? So I increase हो रहा है, J decrease हो रहा है. So जब तक आपका I J से छोटा है, so we can say if I is less than J, then we are going to swap those two characters. If I is equals to J, तो हमें swap करने की ज़रूरत नहीं क्योंकि वो same middle character है. And when I and J cross each other, we will also stop this process. क्योंकि क्रॉस करने के बाद अगर आप स्वैप करोगे तो वो वापस जैसा था वैसा हो जाएगा. So that's why the condition for our loop is I less than J. Till that time we are going to swap those characters and finally we have the reversed string. Now this is your 40th program, reversing a string, okay? And the last one is 41. It says write a program to convert string into uppercase. Lowercase में आपको string लेना है, and you are going to convert that entire string to the uppercase. Now let me show you this program also. Okay, so we'll jump in and let us have the next program here. So we need one string. We need not to have any extra character here. We'll require a loop, so we'll take one loop control variable I. Now let me have this code also. So we ask user to enter a string here. Please enter a string and let us have a specific message, lowercase string, right? Now before that, let me comment this out and let me show you one thing. When we are working with characters, okay, %C, we can print that character directly like this way, single quote A. So it is going to print that character on the output screen. Let me show you that. So it has printed this A here, right? Just to remove that last % sign, let us have /n at the end. Okay, so as you can see, simple A has been printed. So likewise, I can also print another character, and that's going to be the capital A. Okay, so if I run this, small a and capital A here. Now you all know that in C program, characters are internally being handled by ASCII values. So internally, character is nothing but a number. And if it is a number, I can perform mathematical operations also, and I can have an integer value, percentage d. And what I want to show you is, I want to show you the difference between small a and capital A. So small a minus capital A. So this is a mathematical operation, subtraction. And now if I run this code, then as you can see, small a and capital A, the difference between these two is 32. And this is a positive 32 number, which means small a has a larger ASCII value. It has a larger ASCII value. Now, if you also want to see that ASCII value, तो percentage C के बजाय आप percentage D कर दो, then you'll have that ASCII value also. Small a has ASCII value 97, capital A has ASCII value 65. तो it's very much simple. अगर small a को आप capital A बनाना चाहते हो, तो जो 97 है उसमें से 32 subtract कर दो, आपको 65 मिलेगा, and that 65 is actually capital A, value capital A. And that's what we need to do here. User ने जो भी lower case string दी है, हम उसके हर एक character में से 32 minus कर देंगे, तो वो capital letter हो जाएगा. As simple as that. Okay, so now let's focus on that part. How can we convert this string to the uppercase now? So we are going to run a loop for I equals to 0. str of I is not equals to null character. तब तक हमें ये loop चलानी है, and I plus plus. And inside this loop हम क्या करेंगे? We are simply going to subtract 32 from that character, and then we can simply print our string, printf string is percentage s str. That's all. We are done with our entire program. What we need to do, user जब भी lower case string आपको देगा, then we know that lower case character को upper case में अगर convert करना हो, then the difference is 32. So lower case character की ASCII value में से 32 आप subtract कर दो, तो जो ASCII value मिलेगी, that is going to be the equivalent upper case later. Okay, so let's run it and test it. Oh, well, there is a problem, lower case. No, let me save it one more time and then run. Yeah, it works. So I'm going to insert university in a small case, but it prints that university in the uppercase. Let me run the program with clear screen. Okay, so I'm going to insert university in a small case letter, and it is going to print that university in the uppercase letter, right? So that's your 41, program number 41, converting the string to uppercase. Well, so that's all we need to discuss here. Now it's your turn, it's your time to complete all these programs one by one. 37, you simply search a character. 38, you search and then you replace. 39, you search and then you delete. अगर delete करते हो तो बाकी के characters left side shift करने होंगे. Then reverse the string, start from first and last position, दोनों को swap करते जाओ, कहाँ तक? Middle place तक. And the last program, converting lowercase to uppercase, it's just a difference of 32 there. So lowercase ASCII में से 32 subtract कर लो. So these 5 programs you have to complete by end of this lab today. Yeah. So if you have any query, just you may ask. I'm looking at the chat box now, And I hope that everyone has posted their enrollment numbers, so your attendance has been recorded. Waiting for a few seconds. If you have any query, you can post. Otherwise, I'm going to stop this recording here because we don't want unnecessary recording. And you can start working on your practicals now. Okay then, so I'm going to stop this recording here and you perform your practicals one by one. If you face any problem, you may ask me. We'll solve that problem and we'll try to complete all 5 programs by end of this lab.